This is page 58 in your lesson book. Here we're going to talk about the primary chords in the key of C major. And we're going to learn to play chord jumps, which is really just a practice for us, a warm-up for those primary chords. So we already know about the 1 and 5/7 chords. We know that if we're in the key of C, that the 1 chord is going to be built on the note C. That's also called our tonic chord. And we use Roman numerals. So we build up a triad from C. That means we have C, E, and G. That would be our 1 chord. To find our 5/7 chord, we're going to go up to the 5th note of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be G. We've done this before. We build a chord there with G, B, and D. And then to make it a 7 chord, we add the F to the top. Now, usually when we play these chords, we rearrange it a little bit. That's what we've done in the past. We're going to do some of that this time when we get over to our songs that we're going to be playing. But for chord jump, we're just going to stay here in what we call root position with the G on the bottom. So the new chord that we're adding here is the F chord. And of course, that is also going to be the 4 chord. So from my first note of the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, F is the 4th note. I'm going to build a triad here, F, A, and C. That's going to be my 4 chord. So with those 3 chords, we can actually play and harmonize to lots and lots of different melodies. And so for my chord jumps down here, notice I'm going to start with the 1 chord to the 4 chord, then the 5 chord. Here's my 5/7, and I'm actually adding that 7th up in the right hand, just so you can hear the difference. I want you to really notice the sound of the 5 chord and then what it sounds like when you add that 7th, because adding that 7th makes it really, really, really want to go home to the tonic chord or the 1 chord. So chord jumps goes like this. Here's the 5 chord, 5/7, back to C, 2, 3, repeat, 1 chord to the 4 chord, 5, 5/7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that we've played that, what we're going to do is figure out a little bit of an easier way to play that particular chord progression. So a 1 chord to a 4 chord and then to a 5/7 chord. So there's a lot of jumping around in chord jumps. What we're going to do here instead is we're going to play the C chord in root position with the C on the bottom. Then for that 4 chord, remember the notes are F, A, and C. We're going to keep F and A right here and move C down low. And that way I really don't have to make much of a hand shift at all. So here's my C chord. To go to that F chord, all I need to do is move up, play finger 2, and then move my thumb up 1 key. Pinky can stay right where it is. Then I can go back to that C chord. Then I can move to the 5/7 chord that we've already learned how to play, moving that pinky down, and then back to the C chord. And that's what you see there at the bottom of your page. So let's look at that again. Here's the 1 chord, 4, 1, 5/7, 1. And we're going to use those exact chords right there when we learn to play Rise and Shine on page 59.